We've learnt that the former Prime Minister Scott Morrison swore himself in to 5 other portfolios while he was Prime Minister during the pandemic. One of those portfolios was the Treasury. Josh Frydenberg, the former Treasurer, has said today that he had no idea that was the case. And neither did Karen Andrews, who was Home Affairs Minister at the time that Mr Morrison was sworn in as the Home Affairs Minister. Karen Andrews has today called on Mr Morrison to resign over these revelations. Here's some of what Karen Andrews has had to say today.
Andrews, you've made some very strong comments this morning about Scott Morrison's position. Why do you think he should resign from Parliament?
I think the actions that he undertook in swearing himself into numerous portfolios and not disclosing those to the ministers responsible means that he needs to resign and he needs to leave Parliament. They're my views. That's what I think he should do.
Does it make you feel as though he didn't trust your judgment?
I'm not taking any of this personally. There were multiple portfolios that the former Prime Minister really seemed to have sworn himself into, and I think individually and collectively it was not the right thing to do in secrecy. There may well have been very good reasons for him to do that. That should have been disclosed prior to, or at least at the time that the swearing in took place.
Does this undermine democracy?
It certainly doesn't help democracy, and I'm very concerned about the impacts of this going forward. And to be honest, I feel that the Australian people were betrayed.
Do you think anyone was aware of this? Who's in a circle? Anyone who might have been aware of these appointments?
I don't know. I certainly wasn't.
That was our reporter Julia Bradley speaking there with Karen Andrews, who's now the Shadow Home Affairs Minister. She was making her views plainly clear there. We have heard from the opposition leader, Peter Dutton, today. He wasn't echoing those calls for Scott Morrison to resign from the Parliament. Mr Dutton saying that cooler heads need to prevail, and he's looking forward to seeing the Solicitor General's advice, which will be provided to the Albanese government by, we believe, Monday.